Jai students, today in standard 7 subject maths. This is the revision video of semester 1 exam, and in this revision video we will do the revision of 1 mark question. See, 1 mark questions are from chapter number 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 9th, means all the chapters of semester 1 exam. So we'll start from the chapter number 1, find the sum of. So in question number first, find the sum of minus 20 plus 40. Over here one integer is positive and one integer is negative. See, if one integer is positive and one integer is negative, we have to subtract from the bigger number. That means 40 minus 20. So answer is 20, and we have to keep the answer bigger number sign. That means answer is positive 20, because the bigger number in numerical is 40 and 40 is positive, so answer will be positive 20. Second question. Minus 40 plus 10. In first find the sum, second we have minus 30 plus 10. So again one integer positive and one integer negative, so we will subtract from the bigger number. That means 30 minus 10, we got 20 again, and we have to keep the bigger number sign. So over here 30 is bigger without considering the sign. 30 is bigger and it will be minus 20 the answer. Right? The next question, C. If you have to find the sum of minus 20 plus minus 50, over here both the integers are negative, or we can say both the integers have same sign integers. If the same sign integers are there, we have to add. That means 50 plus 20. 20 you will get 70, and the answer will be minus 70. Add and give the integer same sign, or if both the integers are negative, add the integer and put negative sign. Result will come in negative. Now the next question is minus 40 plus minus 50. Again over here, if you want to find the sum of these two integers, both are negative. If both are negative, we have to add the integer and give negative sign to the integers. If we add minus 40, 40 plus 50 is 90, and we have to put minus sign to the integer. That means result will be minus 90. Now the next question we have is second one. Solve 20 minus 80. So this is subtraction. We have to subtract, right? And in subtract, you have to add. We can add, means 20 plus minus 80. We can add the additive rows. In subtraction, we can add the additive in rows. So instead of subtraction, we will convert into addition, and then we will use the addition rule. Now over here, one integer is positive, one integer is negative. So we will subtract from the bigger number and keep the bigger number sign. That is 80 minus 20. We got 60, and 60 will be negative. 60 will be negative because 80 is bigger. Right? So over here the answer will be minus 60. Right? And in solve, as I told you that in subtraction we can add the additive rows, right? So minus 40 means we have to change the sign of this number and we can add, plus minus 50. What is the meaning of additive rows? In additive rows we have to just change the sign. What is additive rows? Change the sign of that integer. So 50 it will become become minus 15 and we will convert this subtraction into addition. Both integers are negative. We will add and put negative sign. So over here the answer will be minus 90. Now next one, minus 15 minus minus 20. So as I told you, in subtraction we have to add the additive rows, means we have to add, we can do addition. Minus 15 plus, we have to change the sign of this integer, it will become positive. So now we are in addition, one integer negative and one integer positive. We are subtracting from the bigger number, that means 20 minus 15. So we will get 5 and it will become 5 will be positive. Why? Because 20 is the greater. So over here answer is 5. Right? Now the next question we have, fifth one. Right? Additive rows. Additive inverse of 15. See, additive inverse, we have to just change the sign. If it is positive, the additive inverse will be negative. Additive inverse is minus 15. 15 additive inverse will be minus 15. B 20. Write the additive inverse of 20. Additive inverse is minus 20. Right? Now see, write the additive inverse of minus 20. So additive inverse of minus 20 will be plus 20. We have to just change the sign. Is 20. Additive inverse of 20 is minus 20 and additive inverse of minus 20 is plus 20. Now the next question we have is fill in the blank. Fill in the blanks means we have to, it is one more question and we have to fill this blank to make the statement correct, right? So we can see that minus 30 plus minus 60 and minus 60 is over here. So in between there is equal sign. That means both sides RHS and LHS should be equal. So which number we can put over here so that both sides will be equal, right? So over here 60 is there, minus 60 in LHS minus 60 is there. So what is missing? Minus 30. So we will give minus 30 so that both the sides should be equal. And this property is known as commutative property. According to commutative property, we can change the place. Right? Now next question is, this is the statement and we have to take the correct statement. It is LHS minus 2, 3 and 5 there. So we have used over here associative property. See, minus 2 and 3 group we have made and 5 remains. So in this we will make the group of 3 and 5 to make the statement correct. So this is known as associative property. Right? Now the next question is, write down a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. Write down a pair of integers whose whose sum is see in this you can use any integer whose sum is -7. For example, -4 plus -3, both the integer are negative. See, it is not given in the question that you have to use both negative integer. You can use any integer, but its sum must be -7. So -4 plus -3 is -7. For example, -8 plus 1, that is also -7. I can use this also, right? Now -5 plus -2, that is also -7. So you can use any integer, right? If it is not given in the question that you have to use both the negative integer, then you can use any integer and its sum must be -7. Now the next question, write down a pair of integer whose sum is -10. In the same way over here also, you can use any integer. -9 plus -1, and that is -10. So we can say -9 and -1. The pair of integer whose sum is -10. Another we can write -5 plus -5, that is equal to -10. So -5 and -5 is a pair of integer whose sum is -10. Pair of integer whose sum is -10. We have another question over here. Find the product. See the product of two fraction 1/2 multiplied by -1/4. If there are common factor, we are cancelling the common factor. Otherwise, we are just multiplying numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. If we multiply numerator to numerator, we will get -1. 1 multiplied by -1, we will get -1, because in multiplication, if one integer is negative, the result will be negative, and 2 multiplied by 4, we will get 8. So 1/8 is the answer. Now, second question we have -3/5 and 1/3. -3/5 multiplied by 1/3. See, 3 they are common, right? So 3 multiplied by -1, that means -1/5 is the answer. -1/5 is the answer. So 3 we can cancel. 3 multiplied by -1 is -3. So -1/5 is the answer. Now another question we have -2/4 and -1/5. So the answer will be -2/4 multiplied by -1/5. So we have to multiply numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So we have common factor -1, 2 2s are 4. 2 multiplied by -1 is -2 and 2 2s are 4. So now we will multiply the remaining numerator to numerator. 1 multiplied by 1 and both are negative. So result will be positive. So 1 multiplied by 10 is the answer. 1 multiplied by 10. So we have the next question. A blank fraction is a combination of a whole and a part. So which type of? There are 3 types of fraction: proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fraction. So we can say mixed fraction. See, 1 integer 2/3. This is a mixed fraction, and it is a combination of whole and a part. So this is 1 is whole number and 2/3 is a part. So the answer will come mixed fraction. Answer will come mixed fraction. Now the next question we have: find 1/2 of 24. Of means we have to multiply. Of means we have to multiply. So that means 1/2 multiplied by 24 answer is 5. See, the next question is find the mode of. See, mode means the most often data is known as mode. The most often data. See, we have over here 2. Mode is equal to 2 is 3 times. 2 is 3 times, 1, 2 and 3 times. So 2 is the mode. And in this question, 12. How many times? 1, 2, 3. Again 3 times. The next question is the sum of 3 times of x and 11 is 32. The sum of 3 times of x and 11 is 32. Sum of 3 times of x. 3 times x means 3x plus and 11 means plus 11 is 32 means 32. And in this question we have to write the equation of the statement. Write the equation of the given statement. So this is the statement and we have written the equation. Now the next question is sum of y and 4 gives 12. Sum of y plus 4 gives 12. The next statement is y is subtracted from 5 gives 2. Y is subtracted from 5, that means 5 minus y gives 2. So this is the answer. See, here the question over here, solve the equation. Equation is x minus 7 is equal to 1. So if you change the side, you change the sign. That means x is equal to 1 plus 7, that is equal to 8. Next question is x plus 2 is equal to 4. If you change the side, you will change the sign. It's plus 2, so it will become minus 2. So x is equal to 4 minus 2 and that is equal to 2. Now, over here, 2x is equal to 12. X and 2, the operation is multiplication, so it will go in denominator. We have to change the sign and it will go in denominator. Divide. X is equal to 6. If it is multiplication, we are changing the side. In changing the side, there is a rule that if it is in numerator, it will go in denominator. If it is in denominator, it will go in numerator. Now, find the supplement of 120. For supplement of 120, we are subtracting from 180 because what is supplement? A pair of angle whose sum is 180 is known as supplementary. So for supplement we are subtracting from 180. That is equal to 60 degree. Now second one, supplement of 40 degree. So again 180 minus 40 degree, that is equal to 140 degree. Now the next question is find the complement of 30 degree and 50 degree. Over here we have to find the complement. For complement we have to subtract from 90 degree. So because what is complement? The sum of pair of angles whose sum is 90 is known as complementary angle. So we will subtract from 90 degree. 90 minus 30 degree, that is equal to 60 degree. Next question is B 50 degree. For 50 degree, complement of 50 degree is 40 degree. So this is the complement. So the next question we have, find the third angle of a triangle. Third, if two angles of a triangle are given, find the third angle. So as we know that angle sum, there are three angles in a triangle. And angle sum property, what is angle sum property? A, B and C. A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree. So by using angle sum property we can find third angle. So over here two angles are given. So we can keep as third angle x 45 plus 60 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now if we change the side, we add this to 105 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now angle x is equal to 180 minus 105, and that is equal to 75 degree. So third angle is 75 degree. Now in this same, suppose 70 degree and 50 degree, two angles are given. So third angle will be x, and 70 degree plus 50 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. If you add this two, you will get 120 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. Angle x is equal to 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60 degree. Right, so these were the 1 marks questions for your semester 1 exam. Prepare well. Thank you.